following show is all real. It might shock you, and it could be your home.
I badly need a facelift.
I would love a facelift.
A new kitchen, a new living room, a whole new bathroom.
While she's away?
While he's away?
He's gonna kill me.
She's going to kill me.
Wicked.
All right, come on in.
Be careful what you wish for.
Mary and Dan, are you ready for this? Have 8 kids. 8! Can you imagine? Now, recently, these 8 kids surprised their parents for Christmas with a weekend getaway. And this is the first time they've been away together. And while they're gone, the Facelift team will give them a new basement.
Here they come.
That's them. Now, that's Dan, that's the dad. And that is his son. I can't remember his name. And he's taking him to the train station. And there's Mum. So now there are 5 boys and 3 girls.
Off they go.
8 kids. So over 3 days, we will give this huge family an amazing new basement.
Off we go.
Just a second. Come on, let's go! Ready? Come on in! Thank you, Rob, my hero. Woo! Hello?
Hi, Debbie.
Hello? Hi. Oh, good. Come on in. Right, you'll have to tell me who everybody is. Andrea, who knows? Where's the rest of them?
This is Stephen, David, Michael is somewhere around here. Here he
This
is.
is your sister?
And this is Laura.
Do you know who we are? Yes. You do? Okay. Right. Do you know why we're here? No. I know you look disappointed. You think you're going skiing, right? I don't think so. Any parties that have been arranged are now cancelled because what we're going to be doing over the next 3 days, we're going to be giving you a new basement.
Excellent. That's nice.
All right? You look really disappointed. You'd rather go skiing, right? I'm so sorry.
What is it you have to do to get a rise out of teenagers these days? But not to worry, there's no one better to handle brooding teens than me. I've got 2 of my own. Now, as I said, Mary and Dan have 8 kids, but only 6 of them still live at home. There's Andrea, our accomplice on this facelift. She's 23. Followed by Michael, 21, David, who's 19, 15-year-old Stephen, and 14-year-old Laura. Oh, and there's also 17-year-old Robert, who apparently is still snoozing upstairs. Let's be brave and go and wake him up.
Hello, Robert. Hello, Robert. Robert! Can you get up because you've got a lot of work to do?
How is this?
We're renovating your mum's house while they've gone away.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, all right, we'll let you get dressed. You have 15 minutes. Sorry, mate. Get out of bed! It's all right, I do this every day. It's okay.
Can you imagine having to drag 8 grumpy kids out of bed every morning? No wonder Mary and Dan have been putting off any renovations for the last 18 years.
This is the basement. Very small. Come on, family.
Tidy is about the only nice thing I can say about this overfilled family room. A dumping ground for older mismatched furniture. They've even got a 20-year-old big screen TV that doesn't even work anymore. To round it all up, we've got a worn-out carpet, sagging ceiling tiles, and 3 different types of wood paneling on the walls. Not to mention all the holes.
Holes in the wall? Who did that? A lot of aggression in here.
And as if this wasn't enough work for 3 days, I've just discovered that there is more to this basement than meets the eye. Off the main room is Mary's sorry excuse for a laundry room, which I think is in more urgent need of a facelift than the den. If I was your mum, I wouldn't care two hoots about a basement for the family. I would want a new laundry room. Do you think she'd like that?
She'd love that.
Would she?
She would. She would absolutely love that.
That's what I would want if I had 8 children. I think we will add another project to this rather large project that we have to do in 3 days and do a laundry room as well. And you can do the laundry! He said, yes, please, I would like to do the family's laundry in such a nice room. Okay, let's try one more time. You are Laura. See, I know the girls, Laura and Andrea. It's always the boys. Go on.
Mike.
Mike.
Dave.
Dave.
Rob.
I'll tell you, I'm glad you know I'm not your mother. All right, now, what you guys probably don't know is that about a week ago, we set up a secret camera to find out if your father had any opinion about that basement. And one thing we know is he loves wood. And this is what he said.
Well, the idea that I had in that basement was to put this knotty pine around and put the combination wooden stucco panel.
When are you planning on fixing it?
I'm not planning on fixing it. That's a project for the boys.
Anybody here like knotty pine? No. Well, we're going to go very woody, but we're going to go a little bit different. So you ready to have a look?
Yes.
This is the first shot.
Oh, wow.
Now, as you'll notice, the carpet down there is pretty foul. And your father said he put that down because it was dark and it would hide the stains.
That's popcorn.
Yeah, you get popcorn. Yeah, most important thing, you get popcorn. So we're going to put vinyl down and then we can put rugs down. So you can do whatever you want on, you know, you can have parties, throw up, whatever you do. The walls are going to be wood veneer, more contemporary, quite modern. Colours are going to be green and brown, but modern green and brown. Like a new version of the 70s kind of basement. So this is the other end of the room. Now, one thing you need is storage.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing? Now, you see the ceiling?
Yeah.
You're going to do this. This is going to be a very, very modern ceiling. But if you look at it, half close your eyes, and you'll see shapes kind of appear. This was a very famous design in the 50s, and really simple to do, but very kind of eclectic, kind of wild. Lots of cube shelving. Instead of the old-fashioned shelving, this will be like big cubes with lots of colours in. Now, Laura, you're a good painter.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you big time. So that's the other end of the room, but we're going to put a huge desk in there. There's going to be somewhere where you can all do your games and things like that. Now, we're going to take pictures of you all, and we're going to do some fun arts, since there's so many of you with your pictures. All right? All right, so that's it. Somewhere to play, somewhere to read, somewhere to watch telly, and somewhere to work. And I think it's going to be so nice your parents aren't going to allow you down there. All right, off you go. Disappear.
Let's go.
We now have 2.5 days.
I like it. I do. I like it. I guess I'm still kind of in shock a little bit.
I'm pretty impressed with it. I think anything in comparison to what we have right now is an improvement. So
We can finally have our friends over and not be worried about how the basement looks.
No more holes in the walls and no more drooping ceiling.
I don't have to hide the holes in the walls anymore either, and hopefully my brothers won't create any new ones.
If they saw this mess right now, oh my God.
I can't believe I'm doing somebody else's laundry. This 3-day facelift is a total rip apart. But before we start all that ripping, everything in here must come out. Besides, I'm not planning on keeping any of Mary and Dan's old furniture. And the kids, well, they couldn't be happier about that.
This is amazing. The parents are more than happy. But if they saw this mess right now, oh my God.
Someone else is not going to be happy. And that is Flo, my project manager. He hates it when I change things at the last minute. I now have the very delicate task of convincing him to add a whole new room to his already busy schedule. Come with me, come with me, come with me. This is going to be fun. Can we add another room? Because that laundry room, honestly, Flo, you're not a woman, but if you had 8 kids and you have a disgusting laundry room, if we get on the phone now, we could get a new, washer, dryer, nice shelves.
That's a lot of work.
So you're not a woman?
We have 3 days,
Right, go and talk to everybody. So we're going to add one more room. I think it would be such a shame to redo the whole basement and not tackle this tiny laundry room for Mum, which happens to be packed to the rafters with more junk. All the boys are put to work tearing out the old ceiling tiles and the wood panels in typical boy fashion. One thing this band of brothers seems quite good at. And guess what I'm doing? I can't believe I'm doing somebody else's laundry, I'll tell you that. Well, the plan is we have to clean this place out. And I'm going to get my head round it. I'm thinking something very white, very fresh. The floor's in really bad condition. It's really old concrete, so we probably have to scrub it to get the old paint off, and then seal it, and then we'll have to do that at night. There's a lot of pipes. These could all be sprayed. And I think, maybe paint all the shelves, put new shelving in, nice washer and dryer.
Sure.
Never done a laundry room before. This is going to be fun. I can't believe I'm doing somebody else's laundry. 8 kids. So out comes more buried treasures, including a 2-ton old safe that's been sitting here unused for the past 20 years. The only way we can actually get it out is by taking off the staircase railing. You have no clue how heavy this is. And with all the work going on downstairs, we're using the living room as a workshop. We're creating this really unusual ceiling. Now, this is like a pattern that was very famous in the 50s. This is masonite, which needs to be painted on the reverse as well to keep it really flat, or else it'll kind of warp, and then it's going to go up with a staple gun. So we have about 300 of these to do, and there's 2 patterns, which will then create like a 3D look. It's actually incredibly simple, but when you look at it like that, looks like a test pattern, doesn't it? It looks a bit scary. And they're basically bands. There's a pale kind of creamy base coat on that with a caramel stripe. On this side, the alternate ones, which will go in one long line down the other, are a kind of... What colour did you say that was like before?
Camel and cream.
Camel and cream. So you've just 2 tones of the same colour. So we have many to do. Like I said, you must paint them on the back or else masonite will warp. And they're going to go straight up on the ceiling in this long, long pattern. Now, this is the easiest painting job in the world. The tricky part is going to be installing them in the right order to get the optical illusion that I'm going for. Down in the basement, the slate has been wiped clean, and the boys are working on getting the ceiling ready for the new tiles and the walls ready for the new panels. These are going to be sheets of birch veneer that are being stained first with a rich oil-based walnut colour stain. I know the kid's dad was intent on having knotty pine down here, but I'm pretty sure he and Mary will like this updated version much better. And if not, well, I can always blame it on one of the kids. Right. Family, my new family. End of the first day. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of fun? All right, tonight, the rules are no parties. Bedtime at... What's bedtime? What time do you go to bed, Luke? 11 will make it 10. So I will see you bright and early. I'm not waking you up again. I want you up, breakfast ready tomorrow morning. We're very behind schedule. Now, tonight, all the walls have to go up. The ceiling flow has to go up while they're working. Over here, in our laundry room, which is now empty, we're going to spray all this. It'll be sprayed with a good primer, an oil-based primer first, because you can see there's a cement wall over here, there's drywall over here. I mean, it's just going to clean it all up, and then we'll put on 2 coats of white paint, which should be an all-nighter, I think, for everybody.
I don't know if Debbie's gonna like it, man. I don't know if she's gonna be happy.
I don't know who's gonna tell her, but
Didn't you stand back? You didn't say to yourself, something's not happening here?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm so mad. With only 2 more days to go on this facelift, I think we're in pretty good shape. This now looks like a completely different room. In just one night, the facelift team has managed to rebuild the entire shell of this basement. New walls, new staircase, and a new ceiling. Minus one very important detail. Try and see if you can figure it out.
The ceiling doesn't look right.
the pattern's a little off. So I'm a little worried. I'm thinking about calling in sick today or leaving because I know Debbie might not be too happy about that.
Debbie might freak out.
I don't know if Debbie's gonna like it, man. I don't know if she's gonna be happy.
I don't know who's gonna tell her, but I'm not telling her.
Morning.
Morning, Debbie.
What's wrong? Something's wrong, isn't it? Beast, what's happened? What's wrong with everybody? Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Hey, you got paneling up.
Yeah, what's up?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You did the ceiling wrong, didn't you?
This is what it's supposed to
I know that's what it's supposed to look like. What happened? How many people? Did you help them?
Yes.
Obviously not. This is supposed to be like an illusion. So when you look at it, you get that. You get these lines going through, and it creates this... I'm so mad. Didn't you stand back when you started and say to yourself, something's not happening here?
We thought we had a pattern.
Well, you had the wrong pattern. Oh, God, it looks good in here.
Yeah, he gave 2 coats of paint last night.
You're my only friend, Rob. You see, the paint's gone over all the ducts, but these are copper pipes, and it's really important that you don't paint copper, because if they ever need to mend that, solder it, you don't want to have paint on it, or else it will burn. There's the original copper pipe, which will actually look very nice against the blue walls, so they're protected. I'm so mad. You know what? Simple instructions. Follow the instructions. It's on the wall. I pinned everything up for them. Men. Bloody men. I honestly don't know what to do about this ceiling fiasco. Although I'm tempted to have them rip it all off and start from scratch, I'm so mad. Everyone here, though, seems to think that it's just fine the way it is.
The basement's looking really good. Like, I don't see the problem with the ceiling at all. I think it looks completely fine.
There's a pattern. It's not the exact one that we're supposed to follow, but it looks good.
It's not bad. A little different than what they had in mind, but it doesn't bother me. It's nice.
There's nothing wrong with it. Besides, we worked too hard to take it all down.
To go and buy more masonite, it's Saturday morning. She's coming home tomorrow afternoon. And to redo the whole thing, that means paint all the boards, prime, base coat, and do the stripes. It's impossible. It's really impossible, so I'm going to have to live with it. I'm giving everybody name tags because I can't remember their names and it's calming me down. Michael!
Right here.
Stick that on.
Thank you.
And as if all these kids weren't enough, today we're adding one more boy to the mix. Son number 1, Danny.
My brother Danny is on his way here, and I'm excited to see his reaction and see what he thinks of the room, because I know he was a little bit concerned about what we were doing.
I'm so fed up of learning all your names. You're Danny, right?
I'm Dan.
Apparently you're responsible for some of the holes that were on the basement walls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? So you remember what this place looked like before?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a bit of a dump, to say the least.
Good stuff.
Cool. And the other side of the basement as well. Wow.
Well, you didn't expect that, because when I saw the laundry room, and I thought any woman who has 8 kids deserves a gorgeous laundry room. So that's what she's going to have. Because I hear you do the laundry.
Yeah, I do a lot of laundry myself.
I don't think so. And as an added bonus, we're getting rid of Mary's old washer and dryer. I'm buying her new ones that will last her another 20 years.
This is a very exciting thing for my mom. She's going to be happy. It's a good freebie, so cool.
You know what I like most about this family? Is they're all tall. So every bit of this has to be sanded. We have great thing with boys, they come with girlfriends. Girlfriends who work hard. Good. So everybody's sanded, yeah, good. So once these are sanded down, then we'll touch them up. Now, the other thing we did last night, which is very clever, the back wall was wood, right? Wood trim. What they've done with this is we've got a secret little cubby hole where Laura can put all her toys, and they built this with baseboard. Isn't that great? Bits of baseboard. It's creating the same wall that was already here. Isn't that clever? You don't have to watch me, you can keep working. Right. This is going to take, you're only on the first layer. By the time you get to the other end of that room, what are the boys laughing at? Come on, sandpaper, keep working. Because honestly, the more people who...
Since they all think that there's no problem with the ceiling, well, it can just stay like that. The only thing left to do is the daunting task of filling all the many, many, many nail holes with wood filler and then sanding them off one by one. This is the perfect job for such a large crew. And you know what they say? The family that stands together stays together.
There's too many people in this basement. What a motley crew! I cannot work with teenage boys!
8 kids in one shot, it's tough. And we still have a lot to do.
I know they're going to get it done, it's just a matter of how, you know?
It's a long list!
If you can imagine having 8 kids, or maybe you do have 8 kids or more, then this facelift is for all you hard-working mums and dads out there. We're here at the request of 8 wonderful children who want to give their parents the ultimate thank you gift. A well-overdue facelift of their very small, run-down, patched up and totally unwelcoming basement.
I got all my brothers and sisters together and we decided to chip in and get my parents a weekend getaway.
For 3 days, because they've been working really hard. My dad's been working nonstop. My mom's been going to school.
You know, so we figured it'd be nice if they can take time off, you know.
And the best part is that there's the second part of the surprise where they get to come home and finally see that the basement's been completely done.
Even a surprise for us, fixing up their basement while they're gone.
The basement that we destroyed.
They're gonna be so, so happy.
And it's gonna be one hell of a surprise.
After all the damage we've done to it over the years, you know, my dad was gonna make us do it anyways, so.
So here we are, and have been for the past day and a half. Cleaning out, ripping out, tearing out, and building up to get Mary and Dan the basement that they have been dreaming of for the past 20 years. Not to mention sprucing up the old laundry room, a last-minute addition that I made to an otherwise overbooked schedule.
All right. These are prefab shelves. These are going to be shelving around the TV. All right, the easiest way to do this, you guys punched holes all in all these walls, so you know how to punch. You're going to punch these. Don't punch too hard, or else you'll punch a great big hole in it. Rip these off. You know, this stuff is not the best made, but they're all from your local hardware store. Take them off. The easiest way is to lay this all on the floor and just paint the back. So there's a colour each, any way you want, and then when they're dry, nail them back on. That's it. Colour each. Got it?
Yeah.
Good. Don't paint the wood, because we're going to intersperse it with wood.
Cool.
Yeah?
Sounds good. Yeah.
What a motley crew! Come on! This has got to be the easiest way to turn ordinary laminate cube shelving into a funky and practical unit for any room. Choose whatever colours you like, but make sure to stay in the bright tones for a stark contrast. Once dry and put together, all the units will be stacked up and interspersed with solid wood ones for a very modern and whimsical look. Outside, my boys are building more clever furniture for this basement. Small round tables this time, but with a twist and a turn. The cylinder shape is wrapped with this great bendy plywood. I love this stuff. You can get sheets of it at any hardware store. For more storage solutions, Derek cuts a hole in the plywood. Inside the table will go one of those Lazy Susan trays. You know, the ones used in kitchen cabinets. They're functional and they're cool. When the boys are done, these coffee tables will be given 2 coats of pure white paint.
So this is an upside down Lazy Susan. Everything in here is going to have wheels on. So that because it's a busy family, everything can be moved around. So a Lazy Susan where you can put your magazines and things and books and whiz it. A Lazy Susan. He's a Lazy Susan. Right, and then on top, it's going to go a piece of glass. Now, we originally thought that we would put, there's like a kind of plexiglass mirror that you can get, which I thought was cheaper. It's not. It's actually more expensive than the real thing, and it will scratch. So the best thing you want is real mirror. You're gonna silicone that on?
Yep.
Right, nice. And in here, this is gonna be a very large computer table. This is a hollow core door, the size of a door, hollow. And we're going to cover this with the same vinyl that's going to go on the floor in the basement and down all the stairs. Now, it's got the look of hammered aluminum. It's going to be a great computer table for a lot of kids to work at. And a lot cheaper than those office versions. It'll be nice.
First, brackets are screwed into our hollow core door, and metal legs are attached. Cool, wavy metal legs with wheels at the end to make it an easily movable desk. The boys then flip it around onto its new and funky legs and start gluing the vinyl tiles using vinyl floor adhesive, same as for the floors. The tiles are then pressed down with a heavy metal roller. This will squeeze out any excess glue and hold them in place. Heavy books will do the trick too. The excess vinyl is cut out flush with the edges of the table and finished off with a bullnose trim. And there you have it, an all-purpose desk that fits the needs of any big family. Can you imagine having 8 kids?
Having 8 kids? Not a chance. I have a dog and I have enough problems with that, okay? I don't need 8 kids.
I'm a kid myself. I can't imagine having kids. Responsibility.
8 kids in one shot? It's tough.
To get back to our own 8 kids, this is the stage at which any homeowner will start to have second doubts. It's even more nerve-wracking when you're throwing the biggest party in your parents' house while they're away for 3 days and know nothing.
My parents are supposed to come back tomorrow at probably about 5 o'clock, and we still have a lot to do. The floors haven't been laid down, not any of the furniture is in.
I don't know if it's gonna be finished on time. I'm a little nervous. I know they're gonna get done, it's just a matter of how, you know, so.
I don't know how they're gonna react about the color. It's not my favorite thing. I find it's a little bit pukey green, but I hope they'll like it.
Well, I'm sure they'll love it. If we can finish it, that is, which means less chit-chatting and more work. Every time I give them something to do, like cleaning the laundry room floor, they're all on their cell phones. This is so typical.
Oh, they're all on the phone! I cannot work with teenage boys! Come on! Very funny. All right, tonight, second night, she's coming home tomorrow. This is our list. We have to finish the floor. Floor is looking really good. This vinyl, so soft looking. Like it a lot. That's got to be finished. All the touch-ups on the ceiling, the loose ones have to be put back up. Moldings have to go up. Trim has to be finished. There's trim going in the corner. The little cubby hole for Laura has to... I mean, can nothing be done without giggles, Flo? It's already 8 o'clock. It's a long list. We have to put 3 coats of paint on with 40 people running up and down the stairs. They have really messed up with that staircase.
I'm very, very nervous.
It's because my mom will notice everything and anything.
the morning of the last day. My parents are supposed to be back around 5 o'clock tonight, and we still have tons to do. I was up really late last night till about 4:30 in the morning, so I'm running on about 2.5 hours of sleep.
Nervous, excited, all at the same time.
It's not only finishing everything, but it's putting everything back, making the house look like it usually does, because my mom will notice everything and anything.
I'm very, very nervous. I'm very concerned my parents can come down and go, well, that's not what we had in mind at all. But at the same time, they've never done anything to the basement in about like the 20 years that we've lived here. It's always been the same. So anything is an improvement over what we have.
On the morning of the last day, it looks like we're pretty close to being finished. But trust me, looks can be very deceiving. Just like the ceiling yesterday, something else didn't get done right last night.
Almost everything was done except for the stair had to be finished up. I wish the stair was finished because we have to go in and out of there.
It's going to be really, really impossible to move in there, so.
We have to put 3 coats of paint on with 40 people running up and down the stairs. So it's a really stupid mistake and I'm really cross again. See, it's like a train station. It's going to have wet paint on it. This is the only access. Been a rotten start to the third day. I really, on my way here, thought, yesterday was, bossy Colonel Major type of day. So I thought today I'll be trying to be nice and sweet. They have really messed up with that staircase. There is one entrance to this basement, and that's it. So today, sofas, chairs, carpets, shelving, you name it, has to come down those stairs. Plus, we're not finished. And the bonkers are painting it. So we've put a stop to the painting. Over here, quietly, the boys, you know what teenage boys are like when the atmosphere's bad? They're all a bit nervy. So they're all putting 2 coats of silver on so they can go on ready painted onto the top stairs that weren't finished. So I put a halt to this. So everybody's working in a very, how shall I put it, sheepish way, staying out of my way.
Yes.
Stairs are always a nightmare, but even more so when it's the only way to get into this basement. Lunchtime we'll finish this off. To stop the traffic on the stairs, I've designated 3 separate areas for people to work in. I've got the boys painting the bullnose trim for the stairs in one corner of the basement. In the laundry room, they're putting together new shelving units for some much-needed storage space in there. And then there's outside, where Rob is working on the final project for this room, light boxes. These are metal utility cases you can find at any electronics store. They come in 2 pieces that Rob is screwing one into the other to make an open box. Wood trim is glued to the inside edges, and J trim goes around the outer edge. A plexiglass sheet cut to size will slide through the J trim to close off the box. And a battery-operated light goes inside the box with a switch on the side. Still wondering what on earth these boxes are for? Well, that's where I come in. Right, so, this is so cramped in here. This is what you need. You need a computer and you need a printer. So you need to take a photograph, a digital picture. Who's that? Let me guess, Stephen. Now, a digital picture goes into your computer and you can get acetate that is for any household printer. This stuff is rough, feel that? It's rough on one side.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ink holds much better on a shiny surface if it's like that. So you want acetate. When you print it out, you get this. Gorgeous teenager, Stephen. Then what we did was we took a photograph or many pictures of the sky, and then you do the same thing, print it out. Then you need the front of the light box. Start by laying out the 2 pictures the way you think they should go, one on top of the other. Tape the 2 pictures together and slip a piece of white paper right in between.
It's a really good picture of Stephen.
This will make it much easier to cut out the contour of each kid's portrait. The great thing about doing it this way is that your craft knife will cut right through the sky photo underneath. Put the two cut acetates together and using the plexiglass sheet as your guide, cut the excess off. Our collage is then spray glued right onto the plexiglass and is ready for its display case.
Slide it in. And there's your beloved brother, Stephen. Not bad, huh? So we'll do 8 of them. Next time we'll choose a family with less children. It's easier. Danny's going to drive them around a bit. They're probably going to be really annoyed, but what's in the car? They can't get out.
I'll delay them.
Everybody, 1 hour left. We've got 1 hour, that's it, let's go.
They're here, they're in the driveway.
It's the final hours of the final day on this 3-day facelift. Usually by now, we should be dressing the room, but major delays are keeping us from it. Down in the basement, we're still doing paint touch-ups. Baseboards are going on, and then there's our white whale, the staircase. Fortunately, we're on the last step. The biggest problem is the mess upstairs. Everything that went out of the basement is now scattered around the main floor. And it's up to me, again, to crack the whip.
I can have everybody's attention. We have, and I'm not joking, under 2 hours. We have to be ready at 4 o'clock. Everybody find a job. Keep the facelift team downstairs, and you guys are cleaning. Are you used to cleaning?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really good at it.
Get used to it. So all the drop cloths come off the stairs, shake them out, fold them up, vacuum. We're going to bring all the props from the living room downstairs, and everything needs to go back. So she's no clue we've ever been here. So what are you waiting for? Let's go!
So while all the kids are put to work cleaning up, we have to get the basement and the laundry room dressed in record time. We mainly have a couple of big pieces to get in here. The rest is mostly accessorizing. All the little accent pieces we bought are reminiscent of a classic 70s basement. The modern version of it, of course, with a bit of a twist. Brand new TV to replace that old clunker that they had in there, those lucky things. And let's not forget all the stuff we've made ourselves, like the cube shelving that the boys painted yesterday. You can mix and match the colours any way you want, offset by a couple of wood ones, and you have got yourself a designer original at a fraction of the cost.
Now, these have been held in with screws. It's very important as the whole thing would come tumbling down. But it's like a whole kind of piece of kind of modern art. It's kind of cool. The sofa bed. Now, this is the latest in sofa beds. This is really clever. Remember those days of struggling at 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to get the sofa bed up? This literally pushes down, the whole thing goes flat. Is that great?
I don't know what Mary and Dan are going to be more thrilled about, their new couch or their new washer and dryer for their brand spanking new laundry room. All sorts of shelving have gone in there, and I've come up with a clever trick to hide all her linens and things.
So we've got our hook and loop. She's sticking on one side. It goes right onto the top of the shelving. We just want to centre that out here. Once this is on, over the top, just to make it a little dressier. She obviously spends so much time in this laundry room. Nice. Beautiful. Very, very pleased with that.
With time running out and many little touch-ups and adjustments left on our plate, we've come up with a plan that'll give us some precious extra time to finish off as much as possible.
Okay, Danny's going to try. He's going to go get his parents instead of Michael and install them, drive them around a bit. They're probably going to be really annoyed, but once they're in the car, they can't get out.
I think that's the best thing, and I'll delay them.
Everybody, 1 hour left. We've got 1 hour, that's it, let's go. 1 hour.
Being a mother is tough at the best of times. To have 8 children must be a nightmare. To have 45, which is what I have had this week, I'll tell you, is a killer. I have been a screaming banshee for the last 3 days. This has been a very tough facelift, not because of its size, but
Well, a lot of miscommunication, let's put it that way. Now, we will not be finished in time. We cannot get the staircase done and the railings back up. We need an extra hour. So Danny, the eldest boy, is going to try and delay them by doing a bit of shopping on the way home. Mary and Dan, I hope you like your new basement and your new laundry room. When you think of the traditional family basement, honeywood paneling and green shag always come to mind. So I decided here, why not keep the same colour palette that has made so many of us so happy, but reinvent it with a modern twist. Polished wood veneer is the new paneling, and metallic green vinyl is the new, more practical shag. Cube shelving is back. Fun, playful, and so easy to put together and personalised for your very own space. By simply painting squares of masonite in an intricate pattern on the ceiling, the illusion of space is instant, even if the optical illusion is not quite there. Just look how we went from cagey and claustrophobic to open and airy in just 3 days. 3 intensive days since I couldn't resist redoing the laundry room as well. This is now a clean and organised multifunctional room for doing laundry in style and storing all that extra clutter. The kids have surprised their parents with a weekend getaway, their first real vacation alone together. And as a double whammy, they have rolled up their sleeves, decluttered, and rebuilt the room that they abused over the years, with a little help from us. Isn't that every parent's wish? Well, we can now all live in hope.
They're gonna be home soon. My brother's on the way to pick them up. He's gonna try to stall them as long as he can.
Well, my mom's gonna freak out right when she walks in. You're gonna see her like break into tears or something. It'll be funny.
She's gonna wonder where everything went.
Okay, he's here. He's here, everybody.
They're here! They're in the driveway! Quiet! They're here! They're in the driveway! Quiet!
We've delayed them 1 hour. And we're not finished yet. Still haven't got a railing on. But,
Somebody painted the basement. Oh my gosh.
you must be Mary and Dan. Would you like to come downstairs? Oh my gosh. You have a very large brood down here.
Hello.
Come on down. Now, hope you had a good trip. Dan, we set a secret camera. We put in a secret camera a few weeks ago, and you said, you want that basement doing, you do it yourself. So they were incompetent, so we did it with their help. So cool. You like it? Well, I don't know how you do it, but you have a very busy family. Do you know who I am? Yes. Oh, good. Well, we've been here for 3 days. We watched you leave.
You watched us leave?
Yes. They orchestrate. You got this great gift, right, for the holidays? That was all orchestrated. I hope you had a really good time. The one thing that just kept bothering me was your laundry. So we thought, you know, it's a poor woman, and your laundry was so foul. So if you want to go and open that door. The woman who wraps the towels and washes the towels.
Oh, this is so nice. I don't believe this.
You've got a new washer and dryer. Dan, I don't think you do the laundry according to the kids.
I don't even know what this room looks like.
Where did everything go?
The safe is gone. That was a toughie. Come out here.
It's finally gone.
That safe is
gone.
The safe is gone. The great big television's gone.
Oh,
and you've got a brand new TV. because of... Oh.
Oh my God.
I've never actually met anybody who deserves this as much as you.
So this is insane.
It is insane. The ugly old carpets have gone. You've got new... Oh
my gosh. I'm stunned.
Good.
Where's the computer?
It's right over there.
So you've got a huge computer table, so everybody can work at it. Isn't the ceiling cool? It needed it, didn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
So blame this lot, this motley crew.
Well, how much of this did you guys do?
Did you hear about the story about them having to fix my basement because you saw the holes?
Oh yeah, we saw the holes. We nearly added some this afternoon. This is why he's been driving you around, right, for a while. We weren't ready. Your house was very messy a few hours ago, but now it's really clean. Quite a security report.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's so incredible. Well done.
No, it's well
Thank
done.
you so much. Thank you so much. This is just amazing. Really.
It's very warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can go and do the laundry because there's loads to do.